Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. It's another Limbus Wednesday. Technically it's Thursday right now because it's past midnight, but hello. So, I need to do my weekly Mirror Dungeon hard, and I also want to get a lot of bonus units for this new event. We are living in the To Claim Their Bones timeline right now, and apparently this is another one of those things where you could already have, like, all the event rewards, but I don't. I don't have any of these event rewards. And then there's a couple of new ones, like, Rules of the Backstreets, Heathcliff, which, listen, someday I want to do something where you kill all of the Kurakumo units just so that Heathcliff can just spam Rules of the Backstreets as like a Rules of the Backshots nuke. Sorry, what? But, I'm looking forward to getting Dawn for free. I'm looking forward to getting Heatclip for free. But also, I haven't really been playing very much, so I don't even have the LCE Yisang or the regular checkup special banner, which is one of my favorite visual banners I've seen in the game so far. Listen, I can't tell you how much, we'll get to the team in a second, I love the regular checkup artwork. I love this shit so much. It's so good. It gives me life. So having it as a banner is like priority number freaking 1. Besides the fact that I need to get Yisang so that I can farm for the currency more so that I can get all the rewards, that's actually priority number 1. But second priority is this. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking what kind of team that we could use, and I came up with this. This is basically just maximizing as many bonus units as possible, and I'm only using 3 units. We're going to be going in with the Blood Fiends. Now, you might notice, but I finally uptied Kurokumo, Wakashu, Honglu, and Ryoshu. And I also got Funny Ishmael. I burned the boats. I spent my my monies, and by that I mean my free lunacy, on rolling on this banner. And I got her. Didn't get any announcers, which is a shame. I actually did kind of want some of the announcers, but it is what it is. It's the luck of the draw, the luck of the dice. So we're getting bonus here, we're getting bonus here, we're getting bonus here, here, and here. The only units that we're not getting bonus for is Heathcliff, because I don't have him yet. Sinclair, I don't know if Sinclair has anything, but I don't have anything for Sinclair. And if I was able to, also we're using the ego here, so we're getting plus 40 there, you see. Yeah. We're double dipping with Ryoshu, right? So we're just going to be using 3 units, the Blood Fiends, the Blood Fiend Trio, the 3 amigos, and we're going to try to be, I chose base Heathcliff for the support passive. I could use Wild Hunt if I wanted to, but I don't want to figure out how to use Wild Hunt, because I've never used Wild Hunt before, except for LCB regular checkup. Same with Blade Lineage Mentor. I just don't know how they work as units. I don't know how to optimally play them. So I think what we're going to do is, I think I want to do it like this. I think this is a perfectly fair, like, burning the boats, spending your cost. So we are technically bleed. I mean, Awe is gonna, once it's upgraded, is literally gonna apply to everything that we have. But this is, let's see, 10% more damage. But this is 10% more damage for everybody, and also, we take less damage in return. We want to get Awe, though, and we want to upgrade Awe, because it, whatchamacallit. You're going to be seeing that a lot, by the way, because that was, like, the last character that I uptied. So, what do we want to do? I think that we are not a bleed build traditionally, because the Blood Fiends suck at bleed count. So, I don't know if White Gossipium is the way to go. And, I mean, this helps with bleed count a lot. This is only good... Actually, this works for 2 of them, because 2 of them have Gluttony skills out of 3. What does Maggots do? Take gluttony damage by the count, then lower it by one bleed count +1. So this also helps, actually. Both of these help because they, you know, they bleed count +1. Gain 1 bleed and increase the bleed count by this effect's count, halve the count, rounded down. I think Nagel Unhammer is probably better, but I think Contained Maggots is more fun. Is that fair? There's also a warning area, so that's a little scary. But we'll do that. So I am a little bit frightened because I haven't really done anything like this before. I mean, we've got 80 million cost. We want to try to get ego gifts from this, so... We're not on hard mode! I'm so dumb. I didn't toggle it. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. I always forget. I hate how it's a toggle in the top right corner. Why can't I just press a button that says Mirror Dungeon Hard? Like, before I go exploring. Alright, we try that again. We try that again, chat. We try that again. Don't worry about it too much. I agonized over it. I was like, oh, we gotta make sure. We gotta make sure that, alright. Normal mode, hard mode. Alright, what do we got here? Well, I mean, Rusty Commemorative Coin is not... we've all got multi-hit stuff. I guess we just go Faith and Erosion, right? Sure, we're just gonna go Faith and Erosion. Alright, my bad. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, so we're gonna go Dawn, you, and you. And that's it. I could use Sinclair if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I could use Wild Hunt. I could use Blade Lineage Mentor. I'm not going to. So one of the things that we do have going on for us that I really do like is because I uptied those Kurikumo identities that I talked about earlier, once we get them online, there's going to be a really funny thing that happens, and that is... Maybe I should have guarded with Gregor, just because he has, like, a really high stagger threshold. Doesn't really matter. They can just beat him up, that's fine. We definitely need to get healing, like, ASAP, like, for sure. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Probably fine, right? You know what's funny is we can actually do the thing. We can apply more bleed. So basically, the synergy that I have is that when we have enough lust, which is going to be really easy, we get +2 bleed from our skills on our fastest sinner, which is going to be Don Quixote always. And then when we hit a Lust Resonance, we get +1 bleed as well, which allows us to do something very, very, very funny, okay? And what that is it allows us to essentially do 10 bleed with Dawn's skill 1. I just realized we're not even using Otis because I needed the bonus from Blade Lineage Otis. That's very funny. I mean, you might not like it, but this is what peak Blood Fiend performance looks like, because, you know, Otis is bad. I'm gonna miss my girl, though, for sure. Now, we want to get as much lust as possible, so that we can start doing that, like, you know, it'll be 9 bleed. Hello! It'll be 9 bleed normally, and then it'll be, you know, 10 when we hit a Lust Resonance, which is gonna be a little bit rare on this squad. That is true. Hello, you're Borkin. You're Borkin. It's too late at night for you to be Borkin. Honestly, I feel like this might just be the safer option, and also this is fantastic. We definitely want healing ego gifts over literally everything else. You know what I mean? Choose the deranged skull. Who will accept the skull? I mean, we might as well just have you do it because you're 45 sanity, but... I failed this once, and it was, like, pretty awful.
앞으로는 어떨지.
Right, so...
피를 머금을 시간이네.
This is gonna have a lot of good rewards, but this is gonna be sketchy. I want painkillers, I want, the lithograph, the green thing. If I can have it, I want it, okay? The thing is, like, you're just getting the shit kicked out of you, Gregor. I gotta do it like this, because you'll actually have some defense left over. Now, she should heal. Because, you know, she's a blood fiend, and also we have a, you know, an ego gift that helps us do that. So we got a stagger, that's great. The shield held. The shield held. And as you can see here, one ally with the highest speed inflicts +1 bleed. One ally with the highest speed inflicts +1 bleed. So she's going to be inflicting +2 bleed. And if we had a resonance, she would be inflicting +3 bleed. So why is that good specifically for Dawn? Well, it's this right here. She inflicts 4 bleed normally on 2 different procs, right? So what's 5 + 5? It's 10. And I think that's pretty cool. So she's getting hit, but, like, it's fine. She's gonna kill them all. I don't know if she'll have any attack weight, but, I think we probably want to avoid something like smoke and wires. Just because it's, like, a little sketchy, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit sketchy. Did not stagger, unfortunately, but we did stagger all the other ones. Now, Rodian is holding the top spot for bleed count right now, so... Or not bleed count, it's holding the top spot for speed, so she's getting the +2 bleed on all of her skills, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna complain about that, but Dawn does build up haste when she bleeds. So, I'm just saying. Now, I am going to be a little bit of a coward here, and we are gonna try to take good ego gifts, but also we're gonna try to take like safer paths, just because I think that's the way to do it. Haste is great. Haste is good. We like haste. Sure, just because it is, like, vaguely useful. Now, we do need to bring up the Limbus wiki here. The Limbus wiki, GG, just so that I can remember the ego gifts. So nice not to be on display capture. Just because it's like, you know, I don't have to worry about, like, oh, the web page is on the front monitor, ooh, you know. Let's see. So, it's the funny flower to get devotion. I wonder, did Smoke and Wires ever get changed? I thought they said they were gonna change it, but the last time I saw it, it was still, like, killing Gregor territory. I think we're good with everything that we've got right now, so I think you just gotta... increase wound Clarid and be kind of happy with that. Now, the thing that we're worried about here, okay,
피를 머금을 시간이네.
is how long it takes us to ramp up, because we have to wait for our skills to catch up, so that means that... And none of these idiots have evades, they all have counters. So, I mean, you already know where we're gonna go with this. Is we're gonna counter, and we're gonna counter, yeah. And I mean, you love to see it. You're in the meat grinder now. The hard blood arts. You do love to see it. We're inflicting nails. They're getting bleed count. I mean, 33 bleed, 5 count. That ain't bad. Now, do you think we can... I don't know if it's worth dabbing on them, because, you know... in a finely ground mistfall is, like, a fantastic skill, too. I don't know why that's favored, but you're just gonna die, so I guess I don't really have to care about it. Yeah. It may have been favored, but it's... The dice are never being rolled. The coin is never being rolled. You're never losing the clash in that reality. So yeah, this is gonna inflict a lot of bleed. This is gonna inflict a hell of a lot of bleed. Sorry, I meant to click that. So, this is gonna inflict 8 bleed. So she's doing 16 bleed here. Now, I don't think the boss is gonna, you know, live that long. She's doing more than that because of the ego gifts, but I mean, like, base, with just our support passives and her base skills. She's actually doing a lot more than that, but... Listen, just give me the ego gifts. Effect applies to all identities with Wrath or Lust skills. Turn end, if this unit did not take any damage. Bind and Clash power. I mean... I'm not really a big fan of Bind and Clash power when, you know, we're gonna get hit by unavoidable damage. Today's expression, we can just nuke these things. We can just nuke these things, that's fine. And you absolutely just go for the 2-star because, you know, it is what it is. Now, what do we want out of this? And the answer is, we either want healing or we want ego gift resource generation. So, you know, gain haste and base power up. Every time skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3 are all used at least once. That's not, like, awful, but... After defeating one or more enemy using an attack skill, gain ego resource of the attack skill's affinity. If the attack skill was Wrath, gain ego resource of all affinities that ally has. That's not good, because we just need... We need, Gloom and, like... I think it's just Gloom, right? Is that the only thing that we're not generating? No, Gloom and, we're doing Wrath, Lust, Envy, Pride, Gluttony. So, whatever the ones I didn't say there. Oh no, we're doing Sloth too, so I think it really is just Gloom. Gain Tremor count, gain Protection, damage up, power up. I think this has got to be a reroll. I'll be real with you. I don't really think that this is worthwhile. This is for other identities of the same faction, offense level. So this is offense level 3 for all of our allies. That's pretty good. One ally heals 50% of HP, under 50% HP once per encounter. I mean, that's what I wanted. Coffee and Cranes is also really good. That is both of what I desired. I think we gotta go Falling Flowers just because we are gonna need healing. Healing is good. We're gonna need healing, okay? That's just true. I have never seen this before in my life. I want to see this. I want to see what ego gift this gives you. I genuinely don't know. I've never seen this event before. I'm very curious. Disc fragment. Yo! Gain 1 ego resource of a random affinity for each non-gluttony, and then 3 ego. I mean, I don't think we get rid of that one, chat. I think that's one that we exactly want. I don't think we can complain about that at all. I think we're okay with that. Okay. Listen, 2 people are gonna get staggered. We're gonna take a little bit of damage. That's fine. I hope 2 people are gonna get staggered. They're not gonna get staggered. And if we're lucky, maybe you don't have a stagger threshold. You're just a beast. Fair enough. They call him the drink? A beverage of sorts? Very unfortunate timing with the shield. You could have blocked both hits. You're getting more skills. Oh, and we're using Gluttony, so we're getting ego resources. You ever think about that? I think about that occasionally. I am trying to think about what the win con of this team is, because shit's gonna get hard on, like, floor 4 and 3, you know? Do you have some sort of, like, is there some sort of passive that I'm forgetting where it's like you're more likely to roll heads? Tails, coins, inflict sinking, lose SP? Am I insane? We're at 45 sanity, you're at -10. How is this neutral? I don't believe you. I mean, let's just cook them. Like, yeah, we rolled a 19. What do you mean that was neutral? Like, you're dead, brother. This, kind of nutty, by the way. Not gonna lie. Oh, guys, look out, it's a neutral. Sometimes this game lies to you, okay? That's something that if you play Limbus Company, you just kind of have to realize is that Limbus Company just lies to you sometimes. Like, this game cannot calculate its own calculations. Half the time. And if Paralyze is involved, God help you. I mean, you're cooked, brother. I don't know what to tell you. It's over for you. That was 2 coins that did over 200 damage. Pretty beautiful, if I do say so myself. I do love the Blood Fiends. Like, I love the story around them. I love the... the Blood Fiends are fantastic. They're one of my favorite, like, teams that you can run in this game. And the thing is, they're kind of messed up, too, because they're not traditionally a bleed team, you know? They're not like a, how do I put it? They are a bleed team in the sense that they all do bleed and they synergize with bleed. But they don't really do count, you know? Like, they're really bad at doing count. Like, the thing that they do is they bleed you for a lot, and then the bleed goes away. And I think that's really cool. You know, fair enough. Bro's getting staggered. We're just lowering his stagger threshold so he can't be staggered later. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that as, like, a little treat. Oh, bind, huh? That's really funny. It makes, it makes Dawn the fastest. You're getting hit a lot, man. Give me that resonance, and Dawn's gonna go crazy with the bleed. Look at that. +3 bleed whenever she inflicts bleed. Look at that. Inflict 6 bleed. Insane. She can't stop inflicting +2 bleed on all of her things. You'll love to see it. We don't have any gloom, by the way. Very unlucky. Gotta love attack weight. Attack weight is the savior of what we've got here. Decay Ampule, huh? Is that one of those things where you reach 5 of them, you instantly die? Activate HP bullet. What's a decay what's going on with the decay ampule here? What does that do? Take damage by 2% of max HP per count. Okay. Understood. It's time for you to die. You're gonna get folded like laundry, and this is how it's gonna happen. I don't think we need to, because you're just getting hit once, and it's by 35 damage. It's not... I don't feel like I really have to worry about that, but... we can use this, like, no problem. Just for fun. Just as, like, a little bit of silly healing as a treat for the bestie. If we were running a full team, I think you could run the red main more seriously, just because you're not guaranteed to take damage, but I don't really want to get a bind, you know? I think getting bind kind of sucks. I should really get the passive unlocked for this, just so that it actually does something afterwards. because for those of you who don't know, because we got some non-Limbus Andes in the chat here, because that's primarily my general audience, okay? In Limbus Company, there's two things that you can get, right? There's an identity and an ego. And a ego is basically like your super attack, like your special attack that requires you to generate resources. That's the ego resources on the right side of the screen when we're in combat, right? Or at the top of the screen right now. And then an identity is like the character, right? And the whole point of... This is a Gloom Envy check? I think we're cooked, but it's you know, an identity is like a character from the story, but one of the sinners. So, for instance, the rules of the back streets Heathcliff that I showed you earlier, rules of the back shots Heathcliff, he is based off of a character in the story of the game who uses the skill rules of the back streets, if that makes sense, right? So Heathcliff is that guy. Same thing with Ishmael. She's a character, Sexy Ishmael, down here. She is a character from Library of Runia, basically. But instead of being that character, it's like, what if she was Ishmael in the position of that character, with the outfit of that character, with the abilities and skills of that character, right? So identities are like the characters that you roll on, and then the egos are like their super special attack, you know? I actually like that ego gift a lot, by the way. We don't have a number 4 identity, thank you. I don't know why I'm buying Poise stuff, but it's just for fun. It is just for fun, chat. Okay, you don't really need the defense power-up or the haste. So we can kind of, like, put that on the back burner. We can do something like this. Against enemies, allies inflict bleed potency ×2. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. It's a happy change for Gregor. A nice change for Gregor. A fun little change for Gregor. I kind of like everything else that we've got besides this and this, but, like, do I want to gamble a 60%er? Not really. But, I mean, we could, but, like, is it really worth it? I don't think it's really worth it. I think you hold. I think we buy this and then gamble on a 90%. I actually think that's so true, bestie. But there are some things that we probably want to enhance, so... Grimy Iron Stake. We gotta get Ruptured Blood Sac and Cutting Knife first before we can do that. But, basically... I was saying something about egos, right? I hate it when you lose your train of thought, right? Egos are sort of based on the abnormalities. Oh god. Oh no. Oh frick. Okay. Funny Spice Bush moment. I gotta lock in. Her sanity, it's very sick. That's fine. You just take your defense. Just put the defense in the bag, bro. You're never gonna be the fastest, so we're not wasting bleed. I was saying something about egos, and now I don't know what it is. Oh shit, everybody got blooming. I'm dumb. When does blooming become a problem? Yeah, sorry about that. That was actually me trolling. I forgot how this fight worked. And now my blood will spill. Not a high enough resonance to do the funny thing. She'll be in phase 2 soon, but that doesn't make me feel very good. We might have to restart this one. If I remember what I was saying about the egos, I'll get back to you. I kind of got lost in the explanation sauce. Well, you can all roll tails as much as you want, as long as my tails roll is a base higher than yours. So everybody's on 2 blooming. Okay, everybody's on 2 blooming. What do we got going on here? Inflict blooming. Inflict blooming. Uh-oh. Inflict blooming. Uh-oh. Inflict 3 blooming? Oh, you piece of shit. So what you're telling me is I have to somehow get your final power down enough. So how much final power do you have here? Gain +5. I need to kill one of these flowers. I need to kill one of these flowers. So hopefully it's this one. And then we just let, But what if the ego goes first like it always does? That's so bad, though. Like, this should go first, because it's the first in line. But, you know, of course, it doesn't do that. Like, at all. You know, it's like the first thing in the chain is attacking the flower, but why would we ever do that, you know? Why would we ever do that? Neat. I have never seen that, by the way. I have never seen that. I have literally, hopefully we gave up in time. I've never seen that. I don't want to restart. Because I didn't give up fast enough. Okay, we gave up fast enough. We're good, chat. Okay, so... how do we win that? We hope that Dawn does not get abducted. And that's... yeah, we hope Dawn does not get abducted, and we live that life. That's so sad, dude. I wonder if we want to, like, purposefully try to throw as long as possible. Not like that. I mean, unfortunately... that's just sort of the way that it has to go. 2 staggers and a... We get 4 blooming and a stagger immediately. That's not happening. It's not workable. I think we need to buy time to get as many skill slots as possible. Like, we need to get, like, all 6... it's 6 skill slots, right? So we actually had all 6 skill slots. It's just that it's not that useful. God, the fact that she lost 30 SP from this shit is so bad, dude. We just have to re-roll until she wins the first clash. Is that really what we have to do? Okay, we're good. So, what do we have to... we hope that Gregor is the one who gets abducted by the flowers, right? On use, inflict 3 blooming. That's gotta be on Gregor. Absolutely has to be on Gregor. And then we just beat you to death with hammers, right? Because if we have both Rhodian and Dawn not in the plant, or we have Dawn out of the plant, because she'll have attack weight by then. We just have to not have Dawn get abducted. It's a 33% chance, I'm pretty sure. I should have honestly saved some of the Let All Blossom Be Free, because that's pretty useful. I don't know if we have that next turn or not. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should have saved it. I should have used the yellow skill. Alright, get lucky, get lucky, get lucky. Nobody's abducted. Alright, excellent. So, unfortunately, our best clashing skill is the first thing that we have. Use a final attack weight. I don't know, like, I don't think that kills, I'll be honest with you. Are you serious? This is our best clashing skill, so we have to do something like that. Are you serious, dude? Okay, that works. That works. That's perfectly fine. We just have to hope that it goes off. We just have to hope that it works out. I hate how chains work, because even though it's supposed to go from left to right, fastest to slowest, it doesn't do that. It doesn't always do that. Please, please, it has to be the ego next. Thank you. You know, the messed up thing is I think we still lose the clash because it'll be 20, right? And it's 20 versus 20. Or we could just, like, yeah, it's 20, it's 25. Miss once, queen, I beg you. That's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's completely okay. Inflict dueling. Units without this status go into fully bloomed. So she's going to gain 80 more billion protection. The best that we could do is she takes 50% damage. Cannot act at the end of turn, lose 20 SP. If SP reaches minus 45, they gain Dazzled Mind. Targets allies for attacks when staggered, remove this effect. If this effect isn't removed for 2 turns, lose 30 SP and act. Because I can offset 2 of these and then just, like, try to kill her. I don't think that will work, though, so we just free them. Units without this go into fully plumed status. I think we're just supposed to fight her, but, like, you know, I don't actually remember how you're supposed to pilot this. Because the thing about Limbus is that it's janky as hell. That's the thing about Limbus Company, is that it's janky as hell. I don't know. Are we supposed to do it like this? I don't know, dude.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Combat start. Gain 3. Oh yeah, we're supposed to stagger her. Which, I mean, we can definitely do. You're not winning a clash against Descendant Sancho Hardblood Arts. It's not happening. If you didn't have 10 protection, you would be dead. Oh yeah, it's at 1 HP. That's right, okay. She is rapidly losing SP, that is true. Okay, that was the first hurdle. And that was very scary. That was the first hurdle, and it was very scary. Did not gain an ego gift. That's okay. I think it's gotta be... Oh, it's gonna be both of them, obviously, because we can take both of them. I mean, listen, we gain offense level up 3 for every go about here. Do I want to fight this guy? I mean, it is his event. That's the poise one, though. That's the poise blade, not the bleed blade. Because we'd have to get rusted hilt, and then we'd have to get fractured blade, which is bleed. And it's not a guaranteed reward. Since it's not a guaranteed reward, I think we gotta... If you show up again and you give me the right reward, we'll go. Oh shit, we can make wholeness. Now, am I stupid enough to do this? I think I am. Let's do it. For the chat, right? For the content. For those of you who don't know, the boss in this area is, has, like, bleed synergy. Like, if you have bleed, the boss is really strong. Why am I going for an abnormality fight? I gotta fight this for the bleed gift, and this is the rose that I need, isn't it? Ugh. Me and Garden of Thorns, Rutsu. Gregor has Garden of Thorns. Did you know that? I got that ego pretty early on in playing, and it's bad. But it had its uses. If attacked while shielded, inflicts sinking. Hey, you guys okay? I mean, sure. So I know this guy copies, like, your sin affinities of the attacks that you use. But what is it gonna do since we don't have a full party? Is it only gonna spawn 3 thorns, or is it gonna spawn all of the thorns, but they'll be, Oh, okay. Only 1 thorn per person. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that a lot. Inflict bind, inflict... Heal the rose with the lowest HP. Now, unfortunately, we do not have 5 skills, so... Which one of these is completely useless? Poise to all allies? I think it's gotta be the Tremor guy. It's gotta be the Tremor guy who's the most useless. What the flip? You notice how, like, our shit sucks? Like, I don't know if you knew, I don't know if you noticed that or not, but, like, it is pretty bad, chat. Our sanity, like, kind of sucks. Like, our sanity's awful. On you supply, that can't go off. You gotta be beaten to death, man. They gotta kill you. I don't, yeah. Listen, I'm not a big fan of this, okay? I'm not a big fan of this. And she gets sinking? Ugh. That's okay. You fool. You absolute buffoon. Oh, but they got on use. Damn, I didn't realize I had to make her go through the gauntlet. That's my bad. Oh, Gregor, my king. Heal up all your HP, my king. Enjoy the drink. A beverage of sorts? You piece of shit. We gotta kill this flesh ASAP. Okay, they do call him the drink. Okay, they do indeed call him that. So he should get the kill here. And then you should get the kill here. And then you should clash with this. And then Dawn should deal with this. And then at next turn, we will have enough skills to be able to deal with the flesh. Listen, bud, the laughter shall subside. Listen, liberal, the laughter will end. Here with you. Me and here with you, Rutsu. Okay, get nuked, kid. Thank you, thank you. Paralyzed, tremor. Okay, okay, okay. You want bleed, you punk? Trigger the tremor burst on self and attacker. I mean, they don't have any tremor. Okay. You're just... Yeah. Fair enough. I love the animation of the whip. It's so cool. I do wish we had Otis here, just because that would make things a lot easier, but also, like, I like Otis a lot. I'm a big fan of Barber Otis. You know, Otis originally was my favorite center, but I gotta be honest, Ryoshu's moving up in the power rankings. I just think Ryoshu's cool, dude. I think Otis is still my favorite center, though. I love the dynamic that she has. Oh, it was Respite? Ugh. Now I have to fight an abnormality, you piece.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Otis, like, I think I really like Otis as a character because she's like one of those... Her dynamic with Gregor and the fact that they're both war veterans, but they both took, like, completely different lessons from it, is honestly, like, one of my favorite things about the cast. I love the dynamic that those two have. It's very fun. So, okay, we're just gonna do something like that, and we're gonna do something like this, and thank you. So this is actually, like, a really good fight to get into, because they don't have more coins than me. So yeah, it's, no complaints. Have I ever made Wholeness before? I feel like I've been trying to make Wholeness, but I don't know if I've been able to get it. Because I rarely see, Squadility? Whatever the hell it's called? Squalidity? Squality? Squality. I never see Squality. I think we can just genuinely have, like, Dawn beat the shit out of one of them alone, and then the other two can just team up on, Homie Rutsu here. Ina finely ground Mistfall is such a disgustingly good skill, too. My friend and I, we were actually talking, earlier tonight about, who, not lore-wise or canon-wise, but, like, gameplay meta-wise, who's the best center, right? We were talking about that. And, the conclusion that she came to was, like, both Heathcliff and Ishmael have, like, really good egos and really good identities. And I do think she's right. Because Ishmael just has, like, everything that you could ever want in a unit. And she can pretty much do anything, right? Like, the only thing I'm thinking of that I can't think of off the top of my head is I don't think she can... Can she do Poise? Is there a Poise Ishmael? I'm actually not sure if there's a Poise Ishmael. Bro, your sanity sucks. Honestly, finely ground Mistfall is a good enough skill to make it work. N corpse nails. I mean, do we want to kill them or do we want to kill them? You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's doing it. She's got the... We've got the Lust Resonance. So when she uses her skill 1, that's going to do 10 bleed without Ego Gift's influence. Now, obviously, we have so many bleed ego gifts that it, like, doesn't really matter. Like, she's doing, like, you know, like, 30 bleed or, like, 40 bleed or whatever she did. But the thing is, it's, like, it's still a really neat thing, and I'm really happy that I did it. Because, yeah, was it, like, 260 thread or whatever? Because it's, like, 200... It's 100 thread for Uptide 2 to 3 on a 3-star. I don't remember how much it was for... Hong Lu, because he's a 2-star, and they're cheaper. Ah, funny paralyzed moment. All the paralyze is gonna go away when she uses this. And so we're gonna influence it even further. by using the defensive skill, because defensive skills have a tendency to be used last in the chain. And I know it says that it's the last skill in the chain, but like I have been in so many situations like this where it's the last thing in the chain, but I guess the enemy's faster. Or it just decided to do that, but hey, look. She's gonna do quite a bit of bleed. Now somebody needs to help my boy Gregor get the hell out of hell, because he's just locked in hell, honestly. And now he's gonna take you to hell. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe this. You're immediately cooked. Like none of you are surviving this. And he gets to heal, which is very nice. Beautiful. My boy. Now, I did see that he was going to immediately execute the first guy because he had like 4 health, but you know, it's for the theatrics. It's for building up the lust. You can never have too much lust in Limbus Company. That's not true. We have too much lust. We're never gonna spend all of the ego resource lust that we have right now. And honestly, I would trade some of it for gloom in a heartbeat because, you know, I have, you know, Telepole needs gloom, I'm pretty sure. Telepole needs gloom, right? Like, I'm not insane. Telepole needs gloom. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Of course it needs gloom. It needs 2 gloom. And then, of course, Garden of Thorns needs 2 gloom, and suddenly one day needs 1 gloom? What the hell, bro? And What Is Cast also needs gloom? I'm being scammed. Now, Gregor is now, it's his turn to do +3 bleed. I'm seeing Count. There we go, he did 5 bleed, normally without ego gifts. It's just getting into these stupid fights that take so long, because we just have to wait, and it's like, with a boss, like, we actually have time to scale up, for the most part, but for these regular encounters, we're just gonna take so much chip damage, and it's kind of annoying. She's so slow! She's getting hit by 80 million binds. Do we still have this dumb, red main thing? No, we do not. She's just getting binds for fun. But we do have offense level up, isn't that cool? I presume it's from the kaleidoscope, but I don't know. The kaleidoscope could, the kaleidoscope could certainly be, on the menu. Inflict paralyze, defense level. Oh, it's the stupid hammers. I didn't even know they did that. Because you fight these guys so early on in the story that you just dunk on them with win rate and you don't even know what they do. It's fine. It's fine. You want to know why it's fine? Because it's paralyze, and paralyze is a fake stat. I kind of wish that there was a paralyze archetype though. Like, paralyze archetype sounds so fun, but also like a nightmare to manage. You know what I mean? Like, I think if there was a status effect that did paralyze, or there was, like, a paralyzed team, that shit would be a nightmare to work with, dude. Because you'd never be able to trust. You'd have to do the math on every single skill if it mattered. Because you inflict, like, 3 paralyze against an enemy, and it's like, ugh. It'd be cool, though. I'd like if it was a thing in the game. Sticky Muck is, like, actually kind of goated. Because it's like defense level down, I believe does increase the damage that they take if you stack it enough, but I don't think it's that good off the bat. We're not putting her on Identity 3, although I guess it doesn't matter, but then she would take too long to scale. Renewed merch. I kind of want to buy this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do kind of want to buy it, just because it's like, it's like a buff. Like, it's just so good for... I mean, we're getting this one for free. Oh shit, Merkala too? I mean, can we sell some stuff? Like, do we got anything that I don't want? The answer is maybe the kaleidoscope, because, I mean, we could sell this, but we'd have to sell something else. I don't want to sell the sticky muck, I like that. I don't want to sell my funny poise stuff, because I like that too, I think it's silly. But maybe we do just cash out on poise. No, it's silly. I like poise. Have some whimsy in your life. We don't need this because we're going to get it for free at the end of this, right? So we just need to get to 207. I kind of like having damage up. I kind of like having these generic buffs. Oh, Crown of Roses, obviously. Crown of Roses, Dark Vestige. Lock it in, chat. Lock it in. And we do want to upgrade that so it can be made into affecting our entire team. Because that's like value. You know what I mean? Okay, so what is the fusion? It is the hand and then the flower. And do we have the muzzle? I think we do have the muzzle, right? Yeah, we do. So we're going all the way up to Bloody Mist immediately. We just need Ruptured Blood Sac, and then we're good to go. And then we're gonna be cooking, because we did just get the funny knife. We did just get the funny knife. Now, we have no cost. We have absolutely zero cost. Negative cost. But we should be able to get the funny hemorrhage hagic sack. Oh shit! Oh no! It's a Millie song! It's a Millie song! It's a Millie song! No! BGM off. There we go. Are we safe? Are we safe, chat? Are we safe? Are we safe? I didn't even register like, oh shit, Millie song. It was on site. Oh no. 6 bleed? Whatever will I do? Listen, we need to save our good shit, okay? Never mind, we're not saving our good shit for that. Because, I mean, this is just like the easy. This is the easy street, you know? We'll turn the music back on after we're out of Millie. After we're out of the Millie zone. This ain't your grandma's radio station. We play Millie and Studio EIM songs. Get ready to listen to. Oh, crap. What is this one called? Is it called, like, Fallen Angel? No. That sounds like a PSG song. It is not such filth. It is just you are nothing. I don't know. You can offset that. That's fine. We can just beat you up. Can we win with that? No, we cannot win with that. Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm not gonna play around with the grippening, okay? I know better. Now, we are just kind of dunking on her. Like, I'll be honest with you. We are just, like, completely dunking on her. Now, remember that Cromer is one of those enemies where you have to get her to 1 HP, but she finishes the turn. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Okay, Cromer, the dreamer of human wholeness. Oh, the gaze. That's right. That's right. You take 80 million damage from Cromer. Well, it's time to get your passive gaming up in here. Innocent Flutter's moment. Whoa! Hello, dog. Would you like to be deployed on the ground? Go get him, tiger. Well, you're a dog, not a cat. Yeah, get out of here, you punk. She was looking at me like she wanted to go run around. But it's way too late for that. So I don't know. Get out of here, you punk. Alright, what are we doing? Thank God Sanguine Desire rolls a base 21. Thank God Sanguine Desire rolls a base 21. Thank you so much. The red shoes. 19 damage! Yay! Yippee! This is gonna be a little bit rough. It's gonna be just a little bit rough. But this is why the Blood Fiends are goated, you know? Well, a normal bleed team, they gotta rely on their bleed to get the job done, right? guess what? The Blood Fiends can just beat you to death with hammers. Okay, we're gonna take we're gonna take that as we can, yeah. Okay, all right, a little scary, a little. Okay, a little frightening, a little freaking frightening. Which, you know, we all learned that thunder and lightning aren't so freaking frightening when what is this? What is this? The maw, which is the body. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess we gotta run it back. We've gotta run it back, chat. We have to run it back. Probably should have done an ego for Dawn, just because she's like full sanity, but that'll be important later. Just funny this. The beautiful dance. 52, you did it.
추잡하네.
Thank you, Gregor. Very cool. Want to see him do it again? Alright, so here's the deal. We do want to do something like this, where we just beat you to death with hammers. We just want to beat you to death with hammers, thank you. We could probably have killed her with Dawn. I don't want to take any risks, though. Because we actually have to, like, you know... We can lose on this run. Instead of, like, any of the other runs that we've ever done. We can actually lose. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really want to lose. So, I don't want to redo this fight. I don't want to redo this fight, dude. The reason why I uptied Kurikumo Ishmael last, by the way, in case you're wondering why you're seeing her the entire goddamn time, is I uptied Ryoshu, Honglu, and Ishmael all at the same time, but I was debating whether or not I wanted to, whatchamacallit, I was debating whether or not all allies gain +2 skill power at the start of combat, or damage up to all allies. Honestly, Illusory Hunt kind of balls. We're stacking a lot of damage up here. But, ooh, new thing. That's a little scary. Thunder and lightning aren't so freaking frightening? No way. Thunder and lightning aren't so frightening. That's terrifying. That's terrifying, dude. That's terrifying. Give me the music, please. Thank you. I cannot believe we got a Pajama Sam reference in our video game. Does the Christmas fusion do something that's beneficial? Gain 2 poise potency next turn based on the number of allied attack skills that... Okay, you know what? Sure, let's go funny dog. Let's go funny dog moment. I think that's funny. Do you think funny dog moment is funny? Let's get some gifts. Sure. Who will retrieve the gifts? Honglu, you wanna lock in? You just remember you had some urgent business to take care of? Not my problem, bro. Whoops. Honglu was already turned into a gift.
괜찮죠? 하라는 걸 했잖아요.
I mean, cool. I can't help but notice that, Overcoming the impossible is where true beauty lies. I don't think it's possible for literally any of them to do it. So you were the kind of boss to get fragged by their own men. You know what? Go, my Ryoshu. She rolled 2 heads. A monster lives under the bed.
거지적거려서 그런 거야.
It was too bothersome. Thank you. Well, that was awful. That was terrible. That was, like, you know, not good. We need him to be alive for the support passive, don't we? We need him to be alive for the support passive, don't we? Rise, my Honglu. We're not gaining poise potency from skill effects ever. So it's not important. White Gossipium. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a White Gossipium world right now. I really don't think it is. As much as I hate to say it. As much as I hate to say it. When activating Pride Absolute Resonance. First turn, start of wave. Let's do it, dude. Pride Resonance, we can do that. Absolutely. We can absolutely do a Pride Resonance. This is such a bizarre thing that we're doing. We're not even getting a packaging ribbon. Oh. So, shit sucks. I didn't up-tie to 3 Yearning Merkala. So I'm not gonna gain SP back, am I? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't up-tie it, so I'm not getting my SP back. Actually, no, I am getting my SP back, because it's the passive. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, we're good. This is not guaranteed. You might even win. But we just want the passive. We just want the passive. It's true. We just want the passive. It's completely correct. What do you mean you're gonna... Right. Their sanity sucks. Their sanity completely sucks.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹은
Don't worry. Well, we're gonna do a lot of bleed damage. We're gonna regain a lot of sanity. We're gonna regain all the sanity, okay?
피어나라.
Don't even worry. I could have made human wholeness. I'm so silly. What if you're just all dead? What if every single one of you is just dead? I could have made the Book of Human Wholeness. What if you're all staggered? Except for you. You're not staggered. That's why we're hitting you really hard. Thank you, Gregor. Okay, remember, chat, remember. We need to make human wholeness, okay? Remember, we're making human wholeness. We're making the Book of Wholeness, okay? Gotta make the Book of Wholeness, alright? Remember it, chat. We're making the Book of Wholeness. I don't know, just you want to, like, tactically nuke a gnome from orbit or something? Hold on, this will have attack weight? Probably? No, it won't. Just do it like this, then. You'll kill the gnomes, so they'll have a lower chance of rolling heads. Because gnomes have a higher chance of rolling heads when there are more gnomes. That's a fact. That's a truth nuke. We need to beat these gnomes to death with hammers, okay? I don't think you understand. We struck gold gnome. Oh my god, is it time for our Pride Resonance? I cannot wait for the Pride Resonance. So, for refreshing my memory, where is it? There it is. When activating Pride Resonance, all allies gain 3 poise potency and 3 poise count. That's a Pride Resonance. Beautiful. Okay, listen. I don't mean to be rude, but the second skill went first. Second skill went first. We would have been at 45 sanity. You piece of shit. I just love them dying to bleed, and it's just like the chunk. It's beautiful, chat. It is. She's still losing sanity, by the way. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but she is still losing sanity. You're gonna get nuked from orbit, kid. Hold on, you're gonna get nuked from orbit. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, just give me another pride resonance so everybody gets poise. We're just farming poise. Because Manager Dawn should be able to crit. You know what I mean? She should be able to crit. It would be funny. You know what I mean? She should be able to crit. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think it's going too well for y'all. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think it's... I mean... For you, it was but a few moments after a few barks. For me, it was a few minutes. I had to go, use the restroom and wrangle my dog to, you know, it's a little rude to be, barking this early. Just a tad bit. Hopefully we kill enough gnomes that they stop rolling heads. But, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're killing any gnomes. I'm mostly just doing this for the crit. Because this is a long battle, you know? There we go. Look at that. The guy failed to roll heads. Beautiful. This is a long battle. We gotta stock up on all the crit that we can get. Now, you're dead. Correct. You're dead. Correct. Real. And then you are dead as a doornail. And we're all getting poise count. You see that? Look at all the poise count that we're getting. You do love the critical hits. If you made it this far in the video, first of all, remind me to create the Book of Human Wholeness, okay? I need you to do that right now. But secondarily, I also need you to comment who your favorite sinner is. It's a necessity to engage with the YouTube bait. It has to be done. It's very important. We're just stacking the poise up. Now, of course, only one person's really using it. And by that I mean they're all using it. All the homies are here. You ever think about how we only have 52 lust? Do you ever think about that? I think about that sometimes. No poise for us today. We're just gonna have to believe in the 15 like rolling multiple coins versus the single coin rolling a 16. You can never trust single coin skills. We gotta teach the gnomes this lesson. Oh, you're all cooked. It's the Ascendant Hardblood Arts. Oh, this can crit? Yeah, that's a... yeah, that can crit. Did you know that can crit? Scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. unfortunately, you're gonna get nuked from orbit, and that's just sort of how it has to be.
가족을 위해
I don't even know if you survive this. I don't even know why I put multiple skills on. I should just believe. Like, listen, you may collect local raw materials, but we're gonna fold you like laundry.
쏟아내라.
You're... Don't worry, in a finely ground misfall is also completely broken. And also they can crit.
영원히 잠들어라.
Oh my god, it's Santa.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Ho ho ho. Wait, what's the... Be the comfort? Alright. You're getting sanguine of desired, mister.
가족을 위해.
Oh, she's out of crit! She can't crit anymore! I need to be spamming, Pride Residences.
뜯겨라.
What the hell is wrong with me? Now she can crit, and it is time for the festival to end. You think Sanguine Desire is gonna crit? It'd be pretty funny.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건
It is...
나뿐이어야 해.
Rodian has to be the only one to dance the beautiful dance. That is true. Everybody knows this.
이 또한 용서할 테니.
Santa, you're cooked.
고귀하게.
It's over for you. Goodbye, sanity for Rodian. I love how she loses sanity at the end of everything. It really reminds you where you're at here. Honestly, I usually hate to gain cost without a chance of gaining an ego gift, but I think there's several things that we want to upgrade. Deal absolute value of SP more damage. When an ally with a plus coin skill recovers from stagger, fully heal SP. For an ally with minus coin, with all... Okay. Yeah, sure. Sad plushie is pretty based. And then I guess we just take a free 3-star vestiges, or... Yeah, because it, you know, max HP, not offense level. I think that's fine. It's the sad plushie. Okay, so remind me... I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight her again. And also, I see the slit current there, you fucker. Listen, it's in the spirit of things. It's time to yield my flesh to claim their bones. I gotta make wholeness. I gotta make wholeness. Thank you for reminding me to make wholeness. I really appreciate it. We are not... No. We are not getting shown the rules of the back streets. I refuse. That is how we lose. I do not want to fight the rules of the back streets. We are avoiding that to the best of my abilities. I don't want to... I don't want to go anywhere near that psychopath. I got a question. Why do all of these suck? I mean, you have 0 sanity, so I just have to roll. I just have to hope. I just have to pray. I just have to hope and pray. I can't believe Gregor is the one cooking them alive. But they do roll absurdly high right now. Fair enough. Okay. So we're just gonna hit the give up button on a normal enemy encounter, and then we are going to use Yearning Merkala, and they are all going to die. Fair enough. Okay. Wait, does it let... It doesn't let you skip it, do they? No, of course it doesn't let you skip it. That was just weird how the camera zoomed in. Okay, so... They hurt. Like a truck. Gregor is only being attacked by 1 skill. Also, we can't use any ego for Gregor. So, you already know what time it is, which is, yeah, it's Yearning Merkala time. You're all cooked. You're all gonna die. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but it's Jover for you.
그저 하염없이 모든
It is
피를
steeped in the blood of all, yes. Blossom in euphoria, blossom, oh
그렇게 황홀히
blossom.
피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Hopefully that did something. Ah, shit. Imagine if this was rules of the backshots. Imagine what hell we would be in. She's gonna get the shit kicked out of her, dude!
고귀하게.
Hope she fucking heals to full off of this.
꿰뚫려라. 슛! 쏟아내라.
She does definitely have hard blood, though, so she is gonna use attack weight and heal, which is nice.
따뜻해. 꿰뚫리고. 엎드리도록.
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Honestly, I mean, you're just gonna beat them to death with hammers, so... Probably just use a normal skill instead of your strongest abilities possible. Everybody gets crit. Thank you.
엎드리도록.
99 bleed, 7 count.
추잡하네.
I don't mean to be rude, but you're apparently cooked. Okay, alright, we've stabilized for the most part. I'd like to think that we've stabilized. You have 30 hard blood. Oh my god, this is why Otis sucks. Because you can keep spamming these without losing... You can keep spamming the attack weight without losing your, Yeah. You really do hate to see it, don't you? Sure. I wish I had painkillers, but, you know. I don't know, maybe we'll just kill you with let all blossom free, thanks.
너희의 무기로 이
I mean, I can
혈투를
probably
승리로
just
이끌.
press this funny damage button and you're cooked, right? Because the thing is, she uses all of the hard blood on using the arts, right? She uses 10 of it.
쏟아내라.
So you can just keep spamming it because the unupgraded version doesn't use any hard blood. It just gains attack weight. I understand why Otis is bad now. I listen, urge to run, ring Otis Rising, but also I would never do that. I would never do that to my girl. I mean, listen. Aw, you've got to be kidding me. Go. I mean, nothing happens,
단련하지
so,
않은
like,
제 잘못입니다.
it doesn't really matter. No, I'm not going anywhere near anything that's not a basic battle, because basic battles are also already hard enough. Like, unironically, they're gonna be rolling so high. I'm so scared of June showing up and showing me the rules of the back streets, you have no idea. Okay, so here's the thing. It's time for you all to die. We're running it back. What do you mean this is a neutral?
고귀하게.
She's gonna take damage, and then hopefully we have, like, some Blood Feast consumed to make it do more damage or something. Or she goes up against a, somebody who doesn't hit as hard. They're resistant to Pierce? I thought they were resistant to, slashing. Oh, whatever. Neutral? You're rolling a 23, brother?
고귀하게.
Get these guys out of here. Send them to hell.
꿰뚫려라.
Immoderate passion. Thank you, Immoderate Passion. Very cool. Is it time to dance the dance?
아름다운 춤을 추는 건
The beautiful
나뿐이어야 해.
dance, my mistake.
그러니 네
You're
발목
weak to slashing? What the hell is wrong with you?
감내야의 고통.
엎드리도록.
Okay, Gregor got owned, but that's fine. As long as he doesn't die, it's fine. Now, how do we prevent Gregor from getting owned? What the hell? What the hell? Neutral? Is this really my turn? Yes.
고귀하게.
Whoa. Rock be upon ye. It does inflict bleed count.
이 돌이 기꺼이
Get smited,
그대에게
idiot.
맡기리.
Why am I doing this, dude? We need to get a Yearning Merkala off or something.
자 로신한테 꿈에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고.
That's good, at least. A crit for 7 is like the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sanity goes up for winning Clash, sanity goes down because you're spamming
아름다운
ego.
춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야
Tis the
해.
dance.
그러니 네
But you are
발목을
chopping off their
잘라버리면
ankles, so that is nice. God, we haven't built up anything. Endure. Okay, Gregor's alive. Thank God for that. I'm gonna cry. I can't keep doing this, dude. Alright, it's time for a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Oh, shit. You've got to be kidding me, dude. I hate to say it, but I think she just balls. There's no way you roll 3 heads. There's no way you roll 3 heads. Now, am I gonna roll 3 heads? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Gregor, you're the hero of the story. Aw, shit. Gregor, you're the hero of the story. I think this is a reset. I think this is a reset. Because, like, what is she supposed to do? She's gonna get killed. We gotta reset, unfortunately. We're fighting for our goddamn lives out here, dude. Like, the boss isn't even gonna be that bad. We have to do this one more time. Are you insane? Oh my god. That's terrifying. That's awful. That's so powerful. It's an ability to surpass Metal Gear.
가족을 위해.
We just need Dawn to go up against a single clash that she can win with Yearning Merkala. That's it. And we win. That's all we have to do. We just need to create so much bleed that she can just win. Ah! Okay, is this it? Neutral? Favored. You might not like it, but it has to be this way. I'm sorry, Gregor.
가족을 위해.
Listen, this sucks, and Dawn's sanity will never recover, but it has to be this way. It has to be this way. We got the ego to go first before the defense, so we might actually be able to save Gregor's life.
모든 피를 머금고
It depends on how hard this goes.
황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Not hard enough, unfortunately.
흐르는 피로군.
She held.
무기를 만드는 것만큼은 내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지.
Okay, you're dead. I don't even have to worry about that. You're probably dead. And then, you know, something's happening. Which we gotta use Hexnail. Just so that we can heal.
가족을 위해
We just gotta use Hexnail so that we can heal. That's all we have to do. Yeah, get owned, idiot.
흐르는 꿰뚫리고
Why do I have immoderate
자,
passion?
테디. 나를 따라해 보는 거야. 짜잔.
I don't want to think about that.
산초류 경혈 5위 라 샹그레.
You're just done and dusted. Like, I don't have to care about you surviving. You just got hit by a tactical nuke. Oh, God. I think you gotta do this just so that he doesn't get sanity. Like, I think, unfortunately, you gotta do it like that. Do I want to get... I really... No, I do not... We don't need to get the poise count, okay? Oh my god, Dawn. She somehow won it. I was watching Dawn in the background. She was pogging out of her mind. Immediately lose the first clash, then win with a single coin. Based as hell. And, by the way, Rodian just did it, like, so big. Like, what the hell? Rodian just
이
cooked.
혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
I'm gonna cry. Well, we'll figure out what we're doing with that in a second. You have 0 sanity. Dawn's gonna have, hopefully, 45. I mean,
고귀하게.
just so that you don't gain sanity for winning it if she fails.
꿰뚫리고
Thank God. Thank God he can't roll heads. Local man can only roll tails. Claire's envy him.
꿰뚫리고
Let all blossom free. Thank you. The unforgivable sin. 81 damage.
피를
Thank you, Gregor. Very cool.
예쁘네. 네 피분수.
Okay, so we have to do this again. I don't want to do this again. If we fight an abnormality, what's the abnormality, right? Like, because abnormalities aren't that bad. They're just annoying to fight. But what if it's not an abnormality? What if it's rules of the back streets? We could fight the abnormality. Because if it's an actual abnormality, then we're happy,
나만
right?
차례들을 뒤엎는다.
If it's like the stupid pride wheel or whatever, I think we're totally okay with that. This is fine. This is fine. They do nothing. They absolutely do nothing. They don't do anything. Okay? They literally don't. They don't do a single goddamn thing. Now, these two are doing the most damage, so we need to cook them. I mean, you know. You guys can probably roll tails, because you have a 50-50 shot. You're both hitting her, so die.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
It was a little sketchy, but she rolled an 18 versus the guy's, like, whatever. So, I don't know. I don't think it was favorable. I think we rinse you.
꿰뚫려라. 슛!
Not dead. Now, you rolled an 18, so maybe we got a little mixed up in what we were doing here, but at least we spread the damage. That's okay. That's alright. We're okay with what's happening here. Hopeless, dominating, neutral. I mean, listen, you take it when you can. Dominating, you take it when you can. We can ignore homie here. Dominating. And then probably just send you to hell, right? Where you belong?
그쪽도 죄인인가?
Okay. Okay. Dominating, by the way. I think something's wrong with this game. I don't think it's calculating properly. Because we got absolutely rinsed there, completely. Or maybe we just got unlucky. It's always possible. No crit? Sad? critical hits? A critical hit for my, Thank you! Into the goddamn meat grinder you go. I love how we can always ignore one of them. That's good. Now... The thing about this is that it hits, like, a truck. Is that it hits like a truck. If target has burn coin power up, she doesn't have that. What does this roll normally? Rolls a 15. I don't understand. We should rinse you easily. I don't believe you, game. I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. I think you're lying to me. I think I'm being manipulated. Please don't let that be the counter guy. That was the counter guy. Yeah, we rolled a 24. You rolled a 15. I rolled a 24. How the hell was that a neutral? I can't believe anything. Can't believe anything here. Can't have jack shit here. Now, see, that's scary. But, does she have burn? No. She does not have burn. So why are you rolling a 17? She doesn't have Wrath Fragility either, does she? I mean, she's fatal to Wrath, but, you know, it's not really what I meant. I don't know, rinse you with that. Why are you rolling a 21? Why are you rolling a 21? Anybody want to talk about why we're rolling a 21 here? What is this? It's rolling a 16? Oh, you're level 70. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So you, because I don't believe in your lies. Sanguine Desire, so that I rinse you. Take you to the cleaners. We're gonna beat you to death with hammers, and then pick a god and pray, right? Yeah! Nothing could possibly go wrong. We're gonna absolutely rinse you. Also, my dog is being whiny exclusively because she wants to go to the window and bark at people. Which she can't do that. So she's complaining, she's being a whiny butt. She wants for nothing, and yet the one thing that she wants she can't have, to harass strangers from the comfort and safety of her own home. You can't have that because that's wrong. You're gonna have to make do with being pet. And being given all the attention in the world. While the funny Limbus characters, fight. Okay, so enhanced skill 1 is good. We like enhanced skill 1, but it's not like, you know, particularly tactical nuke. Leap in? Yeah, that's pretty scary, actually, if you think about it. It's like pretty frightening. Like I'm pretty down to be scared by that. Do you think we can do it big enough? Do you think that's possible? Can we make it there? I don't know if we can. I mean, listen, it's unbreakable, to be fair. So maybe we just do it big. Can we do it, dude? Oh my god, I have to. I have to, dude. I absolutely have to. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
경연 15시. 피날레를 준비하지.
You gotta admit that was funny as hell. That was worth it. Actually, it really wasn't worth it, but it's silly, so we take it. And hey, we get some staggers, so that's good.
피를
We really do just give the absolute resonance.
너희의 무기로 이
Poor
혈투를
Rodian is
승리로
just
이끌-
losing all of her sanity right now. So real, bestie. Let's do something like, I don't know, that, and then... I actually have the most goated idea of all time. It's called offsetting.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
I don't know why I just am believing Rodian can take care of it, but she rolls like a 28 with her skill too, so it's like I don't think you can. I don't think you're 40. I don't think your 14 is gonna work against a 28. You know, I think you just get rinsed.
쏟아내라.
피를
I mean, Gregor did indeed crit. That's pretty based. And now we just beat him to death with hammers.
이 혈투가
I am kind of curious on why Rodian keeps losing minus 10 SP every single turn, and it's a little bit concerning, and I don't know why. But she does just kind of do that. She does just kind of lose minus 10 SP every single turn, and it's a little bit concerning. It's a little bit concerning. I'm not gonna take it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. I think staggering the enemy is like an important part of our strategy, because we're not quite there yet with what we've got going on. So how much gambling do we do? First of all, we're making wholeness, because you reminded me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've never made it. If an ally wins a clash using a skill that inflicts bleed, inflict 2 to 3 nails. If the ally is blah blah blah, activate a special effect when they're blah blah blah. Alright, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we need the rusted hilt if we buy the fractured blade. So it would be a slash keyword, I believe. Which is not what we ended up getting, so we go ahead and re-roll that. And the ruptured blood sac makes an appearance. Well, well, well. So it is the grimy iron stake, the ruptured blood sac, and this for the funny hemorrhaging. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then we would need the gift sack, the pom-pom hat, or the packaging ribbon to make any of the story stuff. Yeah, and we're not gonna get the harpoon, so I think we're probably just like all right with how it's shaken out. We could try to get something for poise if we wanted to, because I mean we basically got everything for bleed. That is not what I want to get rid of. Is there anything like bad that we have? Honestly, we're kind of using everything that we've got right now. Maybe my poor damage up? My poor damage up? Do you ever think about that? Oh, you know, we don't actually have a, whatchamacallit? The red stained Gossypium, but I don't really know how much I care about that. What can we enhance? What can we zoom in and enhance? I mean, 20% more damage against the target is pretty cool, but let's go ahead and get a 2-star. We could get a 4-star if we wanted to like mess around. Let me potentially cook here, okay? Let me potentially cook. Oh, I wanted to... You know what I wanted to get. I wanted to get the fishbowl. That would have gone so crazy. It would have gone so crazy, chat. It would have gone for real nuts. Because it just... You do more crit damage. That's all it does. Right, okay. So, here it is. It's Look Who It Is. It's his season. It's him. This is what we've all been waiting for. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, this kinda sucks to fight. Paralyzer is pretty bad. Yeah, we need to get rid of Paralyzer. Slay, Alright, so we're using an ego. That's fine. Inflict bleed. Honestly, for real, I'm kind of scared of the effects, more so than anything else. So just kind of like put them in the dirt. Okay, you can roll like heads at some point. No? My bad. My bad, guys. I should have done La Sangre de Sancho, that's true. But I was kind of hoping that maybe a 0 sanity enemy would roll heads once out of 3 coins, because it's a 50-50 shot. But you know what? Homie can just roll tails every single time if he wants to. That's okay. What's the worst that can happen? We're gonna have to restart this again for the 80th time? We're gonna have to restart again in this run for like the 80th time? Oh. Is this winnable? I mean, we can try. Rodian's getting hit twice. We can let Gregor get hit. She's getting hit by the evade, though, so it's like it doesn't matter. Overthrow. This is unbreakable. What the hell do you mean, dude? Like, what are you yapping about? Like, what are you yapping about, bro? Bro, what are you yapping about? That it's like, okay, sure. It's not great, but like, you know. I don't know, dude. You're gonna take a lot of bleed damage from using all those offensive coins. Do you ever think about that? Do you ever think about that, buddy? We are nowhere near that stagger threshold. That does a lot of damage, bro. That does a lot of damage. Alright, Rodian's back. Homie is back. You ever think about how much damage this is gonna do? She's fatal to slash. Everybody's fatal to slash now. It's the hip new thing. Your sanity's fine. Your sanity's completely okay. So, you're dominating that. You're dominating this. It's time for you to use Sanguine Desire. Does Sanguine Desire do that to you? No. You're dominating this. You're owning him. You're poning him. He's a noob. You're poning him. Oh no, dude. I mean, we could use a something or other if we wanted to, but you know. So this is gonna do 88 damage. You're gonna do 100. You're gonna do 80 more billion damage. Okay. You're gonna do 80 more billion damage. It can't go through. It can't go through, chat. It can't go through. This is the culprit. You can't go through. Now, can we stagger him with 4 skills? Probably not. But you gotta die, bro. You gotta die. You got like 80 more billion bleed on you. You got 80 more billion bleed count. You gotta burn,
그저
brother.
하염없이 모든 피를 먹은
You gotta go to hell and die. Like, I don't know how else to
그렇게
put
황홀히
this,
피어나고
but you gotta go to hell. We're gonna send you to... Oh, that didn't do a lot of damage, did it? No, no, no. It didn't do a lot of damage, did it? No, it didn't do a lot of damage at all.
대만찬에 집중. 하나뿐인
Well,
자예요.
you know, me when I yield my flesh to claim their bones.
착하지.
He just kind of activated that, huh? He did just kind of activate that. I thought he was still building up resentment. But I guess that's like a new passive or whatever, where if he gets enough resentment in one turn, he just uses it.
네 발목을 잘라버리면.
We had to stagger you after you used it? Like, I know that's kind of like your whole deal, but... How are we gonna do 3,000 damage with 2 Sinners? I don't know, dude. Like, what's going on here? Can I try to find out why that happened? Gain growing resentment. Oh, yield my flesh is just like the normal skill. He just beat me to death with yield my flesh. Fair enough. My bad. Yeah, get a little poise, dude. Get a little poise. Live a little.
죄인인가?
I think we're gonna lose. I think we've got to reset, but... Let's give it a go. Yeah, you're always gonna have one thing on me. So, oh, to claim their funny bones. How do we beat this? If shield isn't fully depleted. Oh, we're doomed. This is still a 25. Like, I want you to know, like I want you to know this is still a 25. Jesus Christ. Yeah. About that. What kind of Hail Mary do you want me to do? This is gonna corrode, brother. I don't think we can do 250 damage with these 2 skills, like right off the bat. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't think we can do 250 damage. Like, I don't even think that's possible. Like, we have to override this, which is really annoying. We have to do that. We have to do this. This one's gonna do more damage, I guess. So we block that one. And then we do it like this. And we just hope that we break the shield? This is dumb.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
I mean, do you want to watch it play out? Oh my god, he lost the shield because of the bleed. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize, yeah, he was guaranteed to lose the shield because he has, like, 1,000,000 bleed on him. Now, that's a problem. Because he got staggered before. Yeah. Okay, beware yield my flesh. Beware yield my flesh. It is not, listen. Sometimes you want to do a little bone claiming, okay? Sometimes you want to do a little bone claiming. Okay. I don't want Don Quixote to just get, like, immediately, like, death murdered. Like, completely, you know? unfortunately, this is what we have to do, because the paralyzer's so bad. Like, the paralyzer's so scary, dude. Unironically do that, just so that she doesn't get screwed over. You're gonna take a little bit of a beating, but some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. It's not good enough. We have no pride, dude. We have no pride. I don't really want her to get slash fragility. You might think I'm crazy with this. Woe, stone be upon ye. Yeah. Yeah.
죄인인가?
Just because it takes less pride.
자, 빌어보세.
I wish for this rock to smite be true and willing. 5 damage. Pathetic. Yeah, we gotta keep the paralyzer stonks down. He's gaining sanity, by the way.
아름다운 춤을
Which is
추는
good
건
for us, because
나뿐이야.
all of his coins are negative, but...
그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면
Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way the world works. Okay, I can't help but notice, but we didn't get, like, a, you know... Okay. Overthrow. Absolutely terrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Favored, by the way. He has to roll 1 heads coin. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We have to do it big and hope to God. We have to pray to God, okay? We have to pray. We have to pray that he flubs 1. Okay? Like, we're already in copium territory here. Which is fantastic. That's how you know the run's going great. That's how you know the run's going really good. Okay, I think we're just dead here. I actually think we're just dead here. Because I think Gregor gets staggered.
엎드리도록.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm like 80% sure Gregor gets staggered. And if Gregor gets staggered, it's over. Oh. It's bad. Chat, it's bad.
꿰뚫려라.
Although, Gregor being the punching bag is, like, relatively fine. If he lives this turn, which he might not. Like, okay, he's paralyzed, though, right? He's paralyzed and he's staggered. But he's only getting hit once for 58. We can live that. He can live that. We can all ignore this. Oh my god. Okay, I get it. We're not in a great spot right now. Does Hexnail even do anything for us? No, not really. We have to roll 2 heads, which is not something that we can realistically or reliably do. It's gotta be Dawn who uses a ego, because she actually has sanity to use. I really don't want to use the Wishing Kern, because it doesn't do anything. But maybe that's just the life that we have to live, because it's 1 pride, and we can afford it. I don't really want to... Really? Really, chat? This is what we've got to do? This is what I've got to work with? Bro, it's so bad. It's washed.
가족을 위해.
It's washed, dude. It's so washed. And he's gonna also yield my flesh on Dawn again, which is how he lost last time. We just have to hope that Hexnail works. Yes, bleed to death. I do want this rock to smite be willing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Hexnail. Come on, Hexnail.
자, 테디.
Sad plushie.
나를 따라해 보는 거야. 짜잔.
The sad plushie clutch. Dawn was healed. Oh no, dude. The paralyzer.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌게.
Yeah, I think it's over. Like, you're gonna lose your shield again. So we don't have to worry about that. You're not getting plus 10 clash power, right? But you are, you know... That's still a 28. that's still a 28, dude. That is still a 28. How do we roll higher than a 28? Pretty much. Is your shield gonna deplete? What is the most coins that you have on a skill? It's this one. What if I get screwed by it doing the ego first? What if I get screwed by it doing the ego first? I die. We have to reset. In a perfect world, she does her leftmost skill first, depletes all of his shield. Oh, but what if she gets staggered? That's true. Because the paralyze is doing 105 damage. So she has to also win this. I kind of need sanity. You know what? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of need sanity. All right, you already know what's happening. You already know what's happening. It's time for Superbia, and it is only doable. Wait, is it even doable? I don't even know if it's doable. It's not even doable because Gregor rolled like dog shit. Can I use both? No, I can't use both. So that was a waste. I can't even cancel this. I can't even cancel this. So we're going back to the other idea, which is probably going to get us to die. So we clash with this, and then we clash with you, and then we hope for the best.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
Okay, all right. We're good, right? We're good, right? Beautiful, beautiful. He's staggered. I'm dumb as hell. I'm dumb as hell. Well, Rhodium's good. Everybody's good. Okay, let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers, okay? Let's beat him to death with hammers, all right? With lasers. I really should have, like, you know, interpreted that as, like, yeah, he was just gonna get staggered. I wasn't paying attention to the stagger threshold at all, because I'm kind of dumb. Okay. Now, how do we feel about this? 2,000 damage to kill him. Okay. Alright. Gregor is gonna die. Gregor is going to die. Alas, dear Gregor, that's just kind of what has to happen. Is there any way that we can save him? if there is, this is gonna have to be the way to do it. 16, yeah. It's gotta be something like this. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of this, but if it's gotta be something like that, it's gotta be something like that. I don't trust it, so we're just gonna go with something like this. And we're just gonna let the chips fall where they may.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
산초류 경혈 온 라샹글
Oh, we lost a coin. You piece of shit.
끝을 낼 시간이다.
The strongest poise of all time. Thank you so much.
엎드리도록.
Hexnail, hopefully, like, he's not gonna die because he's putting up the shield. And the shield is giving him health. Like, fake health, you know? But at the same time, I would like him to, you know... I need to do the counter with Rodion to get the bleed count on him down. If we ever have an opportunity to do that. If this crits, that would go insane.
피날레를 시작하자.
Unfortunate. He's holding. Now, he does have 21 bleed counts, so... About that. Yeah, Gregor, you're gonna be on defense forever, brother. Because you just die if you roll any coin, so... You can't offset on kill. Okay. It's time to lock in. It's time to kill him. It's time to beat him to death with hammers, chat. To claim their bones. This is not a counter. This is just a skill. These are counters. Counter. I think we just kill him, right? Like, am I insane? Am I absolutely insane to think that we just kill him? Like, all of my units are faster than him, and we just kill him? Like, you're dead, right? You have to be dead. I mean, she might get staggered from this. She actually definitely gets staggered from this, so it's up to Rodion to finish the mission, but I think this is definitely the play, because it's gonna do a fuck ton of damage. It should do a lot of damage. Are you weak to... You're normal to pierce. She's doing this first, apparently, so it doesn't matter. I don't have a choice. Nothing that I do matters.
대만찬에 집중해.
Nothing that I do matters. Absolutely. You have no control over anything. We're dead. I can't believe I got cheesed by this, dude. I cannot believe I actually got cheesed by this. But guess what, brother? Guess what, sister? Guess what, NB? He had 99 bleed. And he was doing to claim their bones last. So that means that dumb moron has to roll all those offensive coins first. Shoutouts to Bleed. Gotta be the real one, for real, for real. Wow. Does not feel, I mean, it is satisfying, don't get me wrong, but, I don't know, I'm gonna enjoy doing the normal dungeons for the rest of the week. That'll be, a real one, for real, for real. Thanks for watching. I hope you're all staying safe out there. Is there any, like, money spread that we can do? To be like, hey, this is what we earned here? I can probably get Christmas or Leo Ishmael now. Because I'm trying to get all the Season 5 stuff that's going to be season locked, you know what I'm saying? Give me these stupid modules, dude. Listen, I know there's an event to do that requires Enkafallen later. I'm in Module City right now, okay? I'm in Module City. It's true. Population is me. and the modules. One of my favorite Limbus tweets is, does anyone have a method? And it's just a picture of an empty fridge with a single module in it. I don't think I need to, I don't think I need to roll on this. I don't think there's anybody that I really want. Like, I just did it. I literally just rolled so that I wouldn't have to dispense Ishmael. Because getting, you know, 400 of each of these bozos is already as annoying enough. And I need to get 800 Ishmael stuff because I'm trying to get Liu Ishmael. I think I'm going to get Liu Ishmael right now. You want to know why? It's very shrimple. I need to open more of these because I need to get like 50, you know, so. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I want to finish my burn team. I would like to finish my burn team.
저를 부르셨나요? 네, 무슨 일이죠?
Thank you, Ishmael. Very cool. And with that, I think my burn team is actually just done. I have to up-tire, obviously, but, like, you know, Faust, Ishmael, Rodian, Sinclair, Otis, and then my choice of one of the bozos. You can see based on the up-tie, I clearly prefer Merceau and Ryoshu. But, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you think about it, Faust's ideal is to, like what Faust wants to do in combat is, die. So, you can run her in a chain battle, and then when she dies, she gets reinforced by, like, Merceau, or whatever, you know? So it's like you run, like, Ishmael, Rodian, Sinclair, Otis, Ryoshu, Faust, and then Faust dies, and then Merceau comes to back you up. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I do need to definitely, get thread again, because I spent all of my thread up-tying, the bleed Andes so that I could get funny +3 bleed, because I think it would be fun. And it was fun. I did enjoy it, but I'm really gonna notice it on the Luxcavations, where I don't have any ego gifts. But I definitely need to get some thread. And so what can I get thread for? I need Merceau. Well, okay, what do I need, right? I need Merceau, Yisang, Ishmael, and Gregor, right? So, anybody who's not them. So, Otis is fair game, unfortunately. Actually, have I done Otis? I have uptied Otis to 4, right? Yeah, I have. That's uptie 4 on Otis. So, it's Rodian, actually, who I haven't uptied 4. I need to save Rodian shards for that, then. So, Faust is on the menu, Dawn is on the menu, and Heathcliff is on the menu, because I don't need any of that, so. I do want to save Faust shards, though, because I want to get, whatchamacallit. I want to get Telepole. I want to get Telepole Faust. But we can up-tie 3 her real quick. Although I'm not going to up-tie 3 her for the video, because there's a little story, and I want to read the little story. So, yeah. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. That'll be it for me. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next funny Limbus Weekly. Bye-bye!